All right, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to say call halayim la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. All right, double honors to my elders and apostles. Great millstone taught me this truth. And double salutation to all y'all came out there worldwide that's teaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Hey, shalom. Hey, so, hey, just back with a live stream, quick lesson, you know, in the spirit, man. You know, I titled it, we speak according to this word and truth, man. All right? No gimmicks, no deception whatsoever, man. You know, just the truth according to the scriptures, man. And because you have evil men out here, you know, the ones, especially the ones that are circumcision, that know the Israelites, all right, that's teaching wayward doctrine. They're all about self-gain, all right, whatever it may be, gimmicks to get women, you know, to be popular, to be seen as to be looked at as deep, all right, to try to you got guys that want to you know, try to overtop the elders and apostles and shit like that, you know. So hey, my first scripture I got here though, this is Isaiah chapter 8 verse 20. It reads, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, the scriptures, it is because there is no light in them. All right. So if they're not speaking, if you got men, all right, that are holding the scriptures, that are teaching the scriptures, all right, and it is not according to the word, to what the scriptures say, then there's no light in these guys, man. You know, especially now, man, because it's too late in the game, man. All right, we're literally at the end. All right, the end is knocking at the door. You got niggas that's bugging out, that want to switch it up, switch the doctrine out. You know, they just want to, you know, vainglory basically, man. All right, let me read it one more time. It says, into the law, into the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, man. You know, and it's being manifested on who has the light, man. Who's giving you the truth? Who has the truth? All right. This is the book of John. I'm gonna grab chapter 7. This is John chapter 7, verse 8. It says, he that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. You know? And it ain't hard to tell, man. It's not hard to see who has the light and who doesn't, man. Who's giving you truth and who's not, man. You know? And starting with our elders and apostles, excuse me, starting with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, all right, who are the leaders of the nation of Israel, okay, regardless to how you people and you scoffers feel out there, all right, they were set up, okay, to give us this knowledge, to give us this truth, man, all right. It says, let me read it again. It says, John 7:38, he that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said, man. So we have to believe on Yahweh Shai, as the scriptures say, man. Not of our own opinion or what we think, man. You know, not of our own, not leaning on our own understanding, man. You know, but it says, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, man. All right, and we know that water is likened to the knowledge and wisdom and understanding, man. Okay, this is Jeremiah. All right, because as I was stating earlier, okay, you have false prophets out there and ones of the circumcision, all right, who know they're Israelites, okay, but they have a different agenda. You know what I'm saying? They have ulterior motives. All right, so this is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, and I'm gonna grab verse 33. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. It says, why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? You see? So why do you trim the gospel to seek love? You see what I'm saying? Why do you pervert the gospel, the scriptures, to be liked? You see what I'm saying? To be popular or whatever it is you may be. Because you have false prophets, all right, that are changing the gospel. Here it is. You got doctrines of you know, Esau being saved, Esau making it to the kingdom. God doesn't hate. You know, the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. All right. The world is not going to end in our time, so on and so forth. So you have men that trim the gospel to be light, to seek love. All right. Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore thou hast also taught the wicked ones thy ways. All right. Verse 34, it says, also in thy skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents, man. All right, because by you trimming the gospel, all right, you're murdering your brother, man. All right, now you have blood on your hands, man, because what you're teaching is not the correct way, man. All right, what you're teaching doesn't lead to life, man. It leads to condemnation, man, destruction. You see what I'm saying? So all these guys, especially in these last days that we're living in now, you know what I'm saying? First of all, the ones that's in the church, you know, Christianity, Catholicism, Islam, all of that, religion itself is destroyed, man. If you're still caught up in that, really there ain't no hope for you. But the ones that's in the of the circumcision, that know they're Israelites, okay, that's teaching that Esau can make it, all right, that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, okay, that America is not Babylon in the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be destroyed, man. You have blood in your hands, man. It says, also on thy skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents. I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these, because really all these niggas that's not right, the Lord is exposing them in some type of fashion. There's always something in the spirit that comes out about these guys that ain't right, man. And the Lord always gives you examples. Okay? It says, verse 35, yet thou sayest, because I am innocent, sure his anger shall turn from me. Behold, I will plead with thee, because thou sayest, I have not sinned. And you got these guys that's misleading people intentionally, don't think that they're going off, man. They don't think that they're doing any wrong. All right, but the Lord said that you have the blood of the souls of the poor innocent, man. So these ones that follow you, all right, not only yourself, but the ones that's following you, destroying them too. Okay, this is I'm gonna grab this is Galatians, and I'm gonna grab Galatians chapter 1. Salakia. Galatians chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. Okay? Galatians chapter 1, verse 6. It reads, I marvel that you are soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach, Yahushai, unto another gospel. You see? So, as Paul was stating, he said, I marvel that you are soon to be removed from him that have called you into the grace of Hamashiach Yahushua, which is this truth, unto another gospel. Because you have men out there that started off the right way, then they switched up. You see what I'm saying? Started teaching wayward doctrines, started teaching heresies, man. All right? It says, verse 7, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Hamashiach Yahushua, man. And you got these scoffers, these agents. You see what I'm saying? That's perverting the gospel. All right. You know, you got men that were a part of us. All right, that left and became demons that came against the gospel, that came against the apostles and the elders that taught them. You see what I'm saying? Let me jump back, Salakia. All right, jumping back to Galatians chapter 1. Salakia. Galatians chapter 1, verse 7, which is not another, but there be some of you, there be some of you, Salakia, which not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Hamashiach Yahushua. Verse 8. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. All right. So a lot of these, a majority of these niggas, they're accursed, man, and they're going to be destroyed eventually, man. You know, and you see, the Lord gives you examples of men, all right, of the circumcision that know the Israelites, all right, that had the oil, so to speak, and then lost it, and you see him now, all right? Like the crybaby nigga that was in our camp, you know, and other examples, all right, that the Lord has made, man. You see what I'm saying? They stopped doing the work. The apostles always say, once you see a nigga in the video and he ain't got his garment on, you already know the Spirit has left him, man. All right, and it's just the countless examples over time that the Lord has gave us, man. Okay. Verse 9, Galatians 1 and 9. And as we said before, I say now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than you have received, let him be accursed. You see, and there's a lot of Hebrew Israelite groups, all right, that are not teaching the right doctrine, man. You see, they all have their own motives, whatever it may be, man. Whether it be financial gain, all right, to be the most popular group, you know, to have the most members of the congregation. You see what I'm saying? To be looked at as deep, all of that bullshit, because as the scriptures say, that this knowledge puffs you up. You see, but see all these guys that's not teaching the right doctrine, they're all going to be held accountable, all right, in that day, man. Because when shit starts coming to pass, these people that follow these guys, they're gonna have questions, man. They're gonna want to know what the hell is going on, man. And the Lord's gonna expose you in that time, man, like He's doing now. All right. So this is 1 Thessalonians. All right, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. And I'm gonna grab verse 3. All right. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanness, nor of guile. All right, which goes back to misleading, deception. All right, because as the scriptures say, for our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanness, nor of guile, misleading people, man. We're just coming out giving the truth in all sincerity. You see what I'm saying? No gimmicks, you know, nothing to, you know, try to attract people to come into the faith, man. We're just giving it to you raw, straight out the scriptures, man. All right. It says, verse 4. But as we were allowed of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which triumph our hearts, man. All right. So we do this not to please men, you know, to hell with men. All right, we do this to please Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. All right, as He called us, all right, with that was the scripture said that holy sanctification to go out here and push the word, man, to the election. All right, so it's not about, like the scripture says, it's not about deceit, it's not about unjust gain, it's not about gimmicks, it's about sincerely pushing the word, all right, to the election, man. All right, it says and that was it. Yeah, that was my point. Let me grab, like I said, I'm just going in the spirit, man. You know, got a couple precepts, you know. First Timothy 4, verse 1. It reads, now the Spirit speaketh expressively that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith. All right, and are we not living in the end, which is considered the latter times? All right, it says some shall depart from the faith, man. So you're gonna have brothers that's gonna come in and fall out. You're gonna have men that get kicked out. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have men turning into scoffers and demons. All right, you're gonna have agents. Excuse me. It says giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. You see what I'm saying? You had niggas fall out over the flat earth, man. You know? All types of stuff I can't even think of right now, man. Seduction, what did it say? It said seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, man. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have you have certain men that fell back into that fell back into the world or whatnot, you know, that was seduced by whatever philosophy, you know, whatever addition they added to the scriptures. You know, the Lord doesn't hate. the 12 tribes chart is false. You know, every every Israelite in America that descends from Dan. You know, all types of shit. Verse 2. Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. All right, meaning these demons are basically seared into your mind, man. All right, there's no getting you out of it, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So it says, yeah, it says speaking lies and hypocrisy, having the conscience seared with a hot iron, man. And you see that with these jakes out here, man. You know, their conscience has been seared. There's no changing them. They're stuck in their ways, and that's how it's going to be, man. You know, and you got you have a lot of men, like I said earlier, you have a lot of evil men that's basically waxing worse, perverting the doctrine, and ultimately going to be destroyed. All right. This is because the scriptures tell you, and I grabbed that too in Matthew 23. Yeah, Matthew 23, verse 12. And whoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. You know, so if you want to exalt yourself, you want to put yourself out there as being the, you know, you want to top the elders. You know, you want to challenge them and come against them. You know, you want to question the doctrine as if the Lord gave you some new revelation or whatnot. You know, you want to exalt yourself as being the top guy, man. And you see what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua does to these men, all right, that exalt themselves. Matthew 23, verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. You see? And the scriptures talk about how the Lord deals with the humble and the lowly, man. All right? Last scripture here. You know, like I said, I just wanted to pull out a couple scriptures and put them up. You know? Because basically, man, if you trim the gospel, you pretty much trimming your salvation, man. You know? That's a serious matter, man. The scriptures talk about you can't add or take away, you know, of the scriptures. So a lot of guys is setting themselves up for failure, man. All right? This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2. And I'm gonna start at verse 7. Colossians 2, verse 7. Rooted and built up in him and established in the faith as you've been taught. You know, and the scriptures also say continue in the things which thou hast been taught, man. You know, it says, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Verse 8, the point. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach Yahushua. All right. So hey, so take heed to these men that's not teaching the correct way, the correct doctrine, man. That's not telling you the right things. The scriptures say. The scriptures say beware of him and beware of that man. You know, mark them. The scriptures say mark them that cause division, man. You know. This is and as it stated, it said to be rooted and built it up in the faith. All right, to be grounded in this thing, man. Not wavering, not being by shaken by any wind. All right. This is I'm gonna grab. Let me see. Grab 1 John 4:1. I end it like that. All right. Because we are in the last days, man. So you're gonna have many more false prophets, niggas, all right, coming out trying to mislead and misguide people, man. All right. But like I stated earlier, man, the ones that know they Israel, these niggas are going to be held accountable, all right, for lying and basically misguiding the people. All right. This is 1 John 4:1. It reads, it says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. And that word try goes back to look closely to, man. You got to really examine these guys, man, especially now, man. All right. It says, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. There's many of false prophets going out into the world, man. All right. It says, hereby know ye the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, every spirit that confesseth that Hamashiach Yahushua is come in the flesh is of Yahweh. All right. So, hey, the point. Hey, Shalom Akim, the brothers that was able to log in. You know, the point of the matter, man. All right. Pay attention, man. All right. Pay attention to these guys that's bringing out the scriptures. All right. Look at these other Israelite groups closely, man. See who's giving you the truth and who's lying to you, man. All right. Because as I stated, man, you trim this gospel to seek love. You trim your salvation, man. All right. All these niggas that sold out, that took the 501c3 tax exempt status. All right. That took that bag from Esau. You know. Or that just want vainglory, man. You're gonna be destroyed, man. All right. So hopefully that lesson was edifying, man. Like I said, just bringing out some scriptures in the spirit. All right. I'm gonna say, call halal yamla Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. All right. And double salutation to all Yakim out there that's pushing worldwide. Shalom.